I just always let it happen or do stuff that I know that you can correct.
Yeah.
So that you can get in that mode.
Yeah, because it's a playoff person in person.
Yeah.
When you have two different not different, but same personalities, but two characters that you try to play or portray, you got to keep people engaged with it, man. And I was just watching. Let me tell you something.
Some people are good at this shit, man. Let me tell you, I know why some people have millions and millions of fans. Because they just fascinating people. And I don't know how to make what we do fascinating. Started?
Ready? Welcome back to another episode of Now and Then, guys.
Now and Then.
We are your hosts. I'm Ike on the 808, and this is
Willie J.
We're
Boogity Boogity.
Favorite professional fans, everybody, back for
Keep that in mind.
episode,
We are professional fans. Go ahead, Willie.
You see us, Christmas time is here.
And I ain't wearing my Christmas time.
It's all right, though, because we got all
Love
our
is
merch in there.
always in the air.
So,
boo-boo.
Now, real quick, we
Christmas
were
time.
talking about, now here's something we were just talking about. Guys.
Johnny
we were
Cash.
talking about Johnny Cash, people with gifts, also Power
Hey,
of God,
Jen,
we're
how
going to
you
step
doing?
into a little bit, but we also were just talking about Abbott and Costello's just way of being able to have two different personalities play off of each other and it come together and make an awesome show. Now, he had asked, he was kind of just saying out loud, he doesn't really know how to make really what we do engaging. Now, really what we should be doing, honestly, we are, you might not like this, but we are streaming personalities. Like, we are live streaming personalities.
More so than the way, yeah.
Yeah, because you can engage with people, look at the chat, you can read the chat and be there with folks. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing today? Okay,
I don't read that fast.
But you don't have to. It's not about reading every single message.
You just pick one.
You pick your messages. You
Yeah.
pick your messages because you're not going to be able to read all of them. Because
They just be this.
man, they be.
Yeah,
No,
I be
man.
watching them, man.
Because even when I have it in, even when it's like in slow mode and you're watching people type, man, it's just.
Yeah, constant.
So it's no. You got to pick what you want to read in those. Now the main thing that you really want to read are like your donations. People giving you donations and they're giving you what they call bits. Bits are another way to have your messages be read, highlighted. You also get something as a streamer from that. So it's all a play on the money making aspect of it, which is literally engaging with the chat. So that would be what makes it more exciting to be there. That's what makes it entertaining for everybody. That's what keeps them engaged. Because if you're sitting there and you're watching it and you're just like, man, what they just say in the chat? I hope you read it. I hope you read it. I hope you see it. I hope you see it. And then you see it, you read it and be like, all right, man, I can't say that. And then you be sitting there like, oh man, he almost, so it's just.
I noticed that the whole, the way that people mannerisms changed once they started reading in chats. Because I find, at first I didn't know what people were doing, because they would be just sitting there just watching the screen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well,
because you'll have people that do this.
Yeah.
And to y'all, it just look like I'm looking somewhere else. But I'm really looking at my other monitor that has the chat on.
Yeah.
Or just has other information.
Unless you like Ocho. Ocho be like, what it say? He be like all up in it.
See, now some people be too close, man. Some people need to back up for sure. Because you ain't got to be that close to it.
But see, that's the style though. See, some people have that as a style. As far
being
as
that close.
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what that guy.
I'm
gonna tell you where that guy started. There was a guy back in early '80s, and he was a pastor.
Yes.
And his name was Scott. And I never understood why he had this beard, and he would take a picture the whole time. He would be like in a reclining seat, and he would have the camera right here on his face, and that's all you saw. And he just talked. And I used to watch him, man, from time to time because it was just weird to me how he did that. I mean, because that was crazy.
See how that also brought you in as an audience member because you were curious to see how it works for him. And then you're looking at it like, that don't seem like that should make any sense of how that's working. But then you're looking at it and you get what? Sucked into it. Next thing you know, you're sitting there watching them for 4
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
This is how Castanet can have people tune into a stream for 30 days straight,
Yeah.
all day long,
Yeah.
literally 24 hours. The man went 30 days, the whole November, streaming everything from sleep, wake up, guess, eat. They had Thanksgiving. They had Thanksgiving with Kevin Hart, which was interesting, but it was cool though.
And see, this technology has been slowly, well, it has been changing to get to where it is today, because when you remember when they first started streaming, they just had people in houses that looked like they were made out of plexiglass, so you could see what they were doing. You could see their movements and stuff. And then, of course, they had certain things blocked off, like the shower, the bathroom. You know, you could see certain things, but you couldn't see everything.
Right, yeah.
And that's when I found out, because I think Dennis Rodman was the first one I heard that was talking about the fact that people would watch you for hours.
Him
And he said, man, all I do is just do my regular thing, man. I'm just in my apartment.
See, I didn't know he was doing it too.
Yeah, why? He was the first one that I knew that was doing that.
Stephon Marbury was talking about that, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I remember Stephon Marbury